Hello viewers, this is the latest NoLimitCity slot. You might have heard about this, Quentin xWays. The bonus buys on this slot, I know I'm in the UK but I'm playing the Euro version. It's gritty in more senses of the word than just the one. I'll explain. Drug trafficking, it's pretty realistic, the theme here. Let me explain how it works quickly. It's 243 ways, and if you look at the cells above and below the reels, if you get a bonus symbol, as you saw there, it will either give you a wild, one of the top 5 symbols, which are the characters, the inmates. It will give you an xWays symbol. The slot is called Quentin xWays. What an xWays symbol does is it splits, it creates a random 4-row symbol. So the soap becomes 4 soaps instead of 1 soap. And you can get bonuses on 2 of the reels and get the enhancement. The other enhancement is a razor. What a razor would do, and I'll just try and get that for you. The razor, what it will do, it will split every symbol on the reel into a pair. So say I've got a razor down there, and so I've got a bonus on that reel and a razor there. Say the bonus symbol was where the soap was, the razor would split him and him into double symbols. So theoretically the maximum ways you can get on this game is 32,000 odd, but only in the bonus, as I'll explain. It's an extremely volatile game. There's 2 types of wilds. A split wild, what's the bonus going to give us? It gave us a razor. As you can see, the razor split all the symbols into pairs. The bonus itself, the bonus symbol itself, becomes a wild when it activates the modifiers. So there's your 4 modifiers. You can have extra ways, xWays. You can have wild, one of the top 5 inmate symbols, or you can have the razor blade, which splits the symbols up. Now, the maximum pay on this is capped at an incredible 150,000 times bet. There is some similarities to Punk Rocker here, as you'll see, because I'm going to trigger the bonus soon. But I'll show you the pays. And that's the enhanced cells, which I've just described above and below the reels. So 1 or 2 bonus symbols give you the 1 or 2 enhancers. It opens the cells above and below each bonus symbol, but you need 3 for the feature. Split wild can land on any reel, which you've seen already. Really, you want the lockdown free spins, because in the lockdown free spins the cells are all open above and below the reels. You don't need bonus symbols to activate them. You can't re-trigger the feature or get extra spins, but it's one of those where you need more scatters to get the better features, as I'll explain. But in the lockdown spins, all the cells are open, so you can get wilds, top 5 symbols, or the xWays, which creates a block of 4, or you can get the razor blade. And what the razor blade does now in the free spins, if it lands on a reel with a wild on it, it will double the multiplier of that wild. You can get the wild go up to a maximum of 512 times through doubling. You probably wouldn't see it, but that's what it can do. Your free spins, you also get a full wild reel if you land a wild symbol in the cell above and below on the same reel. You get a full reel wild. And when you get your free spins trigger, it's probably better to explain this to you. Psycho Manhunt is that's what you get. You get a camera view of a cell, an empty cell with an open door. Well, that's when you get a big win of over 2000x on spin. That appears. I should be able to show you that. The pays are there. Look, you've got Ace. What he's called Ace, he's called King, he's called, I don't know, Hispanic guy, Ginger guy, and he's called Lucky 7. But the pays are 5 to 2.5x, 5 a kind. Got your soap, you've got your Zippo, your shivs, your handcuff, Quite a humorous bob roll with little love hearts on it. Okay, here's your RTP. It is 96.03%. Now you can buy the bonus. This is what I'm going to show you now, because you need to see the bonus to get an idea of how it works. Look at the price: 100x for your standard free spins, 400x for your 4 scatter trigger, and 2000x for your 5 scatter trigger. And what I'm going to do is just buy you a. For some reason I'm betting 120 here. I must have clicked it up accidentally. So basically what happens now is you will get, where those bonus symbols landed, you'll get at least 3 picture symbols or inmate symbols. You can get 1 or 2 inmates. Oh, I've actually got, that is unusual actually, got 5 inmates on 3 reels. So that inmate, because there's 5 of him appeared, it's a random mystery reveal. And as you can see how the free spins work. You get 1 to 3 on each, above and below each reel you triggered on. So that inmate, lucky as he's called, is now at ×5. Doesn't mean you get 5 more ways or anything. It means he pays at 5 times his standard pay. So I think that makes him 12.5x for 5 of a kind, as opposed to 2.5x. You'll see how it works. Watch the cells. Cells are obviously only open on the reels you've got the bonus scatters on. You get 1 jumping wild guaranteed, and you need the razor blade to land on the same reel in one of the cells, if it's cells open, to double the multiplier of that wild. So we've got a razor blade down on sort of 3 and 4, but the wild wasn't there. It would have gone to ×2 had it been, and ×4 now. Yeah, it's gone to ×2 there, look. You're in a prison riot at the moment, and there you go. So what I'm going to do, try and show you what it can do, is trigger you a 5 scatter trigger. I think we've got the top symbol there, haven't we? Yeah, he's on ×5, but it won't be that much, about 25x. Just for that one. And there you go. You've got 7 spins. Now your spins you can get 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 or 3 in each of the cells. So a 3 scatter trigger gives you 6 cells. You can get 6 to 18 spins. 4 scatter trigger gives you 8 cells, so obviously you can get 8 to 24 spins. 5 scatter trigger gives you all 10 cells open, and obviously therefore will give you 10 to 30 spins. Now for 4 scatter trigger you get 2 floating wilds, and for 5 scatter trigger you get 3. That's why it's 2,000 times better to buy it, but that's what we're going to do. So we'll have a look at it and see if we can conjure up one of these big wins on it. So I'm going to go for the, hang on, let's change the stake back to a euro. I don't know what's gone wrong here. I must have pressed that accidentally earlier. That's a euro, so I'm going to buy that for 2,000 euros. Now you can just watch, I won't say anything, just watch how it works. I've never seen it above 6, to be honest. Yeah, so we've got 5 mystery symbols there, and so old King here, he's a 4x symbol. He pays at 20x now for 5 of a kind. Actually, it's given us a fair amount of spins, 14. Normally it's only about, you only get 1 or 2 2s and the rest are 1s. So you need to get a razor blade under these wilds as quick as you like. And you watch the xWays open up the reels there. Keep it coming. I want to show you one of the bitch wins it does. So I'm going to speed it up a bit. Keep it coming. We get a bitch. I think you need 100x for that. No, he didn't quite do it. quite funny. It's a great bit of artistic creativity, just like punk rocker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a few 5 scatter triggers. Rather than just to play for ages, I'm going to actually, when I get one of the big ones, I'll come back in and show you it. That's pretty cool. You're basically looking at multiple lines of the 5x symbol, really. That's what you need. You haven't got the wild multiplier activated yet either, which is annoying. Imagine being locked up in there with Michael Barrymore. God. No, my luck, I'll get Rolf Harris in the cell next to me. Well, this is a pretty poor feature, to be honest. I know it's 452x, 500x now, but that's poor when you spent 2000x on it. So I'm just going to whiz through it, just so then I'll do some more off camera, and I'll come back to you. I'll get one of the big wins so you can see all the animations on it. It's a really good slot. It's, you know, it's going to be a classic of the future, I reckon. Yeah, that was pretty terrible actually for a 5 scatter trigger 600x. If you play the game naturally and you get a 5 scatter trigger, you should expect pay dirt, a big win every spin, to be honest. So I'm going to do another feature buy or two, and I'll come back to you when one of them starts performing. Well, the first spin of this feature was 892x. I've actually got a ×7 premium. That's the first time I've ever seen it do ×7 on a 5 scatter trigger. But quite often in the free spins it will give you a whole wild reel. I'll give you a wild above and below in the 2 cells. My money bitch. It'll give you a whole wild reel, set on position, and you'll get wilds on 3 of the other four reels, and you'll literally get every single way you've got in play will be a win. That's how you get the big wins on it. Well, the first spin yielded that 890x and the rest of it was rubbish. There's an example of getting a wild top and bottom of the cell reels. Because I've got wilds on the other reels, that means every single way, because I've got wilds on 3 of the other 4 reels, every single way is a win. There you go, on the last spin of that one we did get the 1000x because we had the wild multipliers up. We got Marcellus, as I call him, came in along all the bottom row of the reels, look. there. And these 5X, so obviously there's about 48, how many ways, 72 ways of him or something. So there you go. You've seen all the animations it goes through now. 1000X is the same one, it's the prison cell camera. So there you go, that's San Quentin xWays from NoLimitCity. An incredible slot, it's a incredible potential on it. I'm sure the streamers will no doubt get capped at the maximum 150,000X within 24 hours of me making this video or something. But they won't beat my 623 million X. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a very interesting game.